a shorter call. A shorter call on it's my bad. It's on my end. I take full responsibility for it. But I think you both could chime into this to some degree. And that question or topic, and again, if we could just be a bit grateful so I can get both of you all's perspective for this specific question. But let's talk about it for just a minute. Mondays. Mondays. So Mondays versus Fridays. I kind of put out a pretty short snippet of it. But essentially, I know you hit me up about it too. A little bit, and just that whole aspect of everybody looking forward to Fridays, right? Like Fridays are just like the days where, I mean, you'll probably catch somebody coming in the office singing. It's like, what's happening? Mondays, you can catch somebody coming in the office, head down, they're probably ready to die. And it's because it's the beginning of the week. And for me, I chop it up to the fact that, a lot of people are not happy with what they do, right? Like, so they're always looking forward to the end of the week because it's like, man, this is Friday is the day where we get to get away from this freaking torture. This is where we get to get away and they go out and splurge and maybe like blow their money and things of that nature because they're unhappy and they're just searching for that fulfillment because they know that they're dying inside by what they're actually doing. So that's my perspective with most people when it comes to like Monday versus Friday. But I want to ask you both, what do you both think that people are very much so, Friday versus Monday, they're always looking forward to that Friday, but that Monday, there's a dread there. Y'all share the same ideology? And if so, what have y'all done or what do you guys do or what can you guys say to people that may be in that mentality or situation? Yeah, I know we talked, but yeah.
Um, I think the dread starts on Sunday, actually.
Yeah.
And
Talk about it.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to change it. So I don't have any
Mm,
words of wisdom there right now. Other than what you said, do what you're passionate about and what you love. Like
hmm
that's important. Figuring out how you can turn that into more. So I think
mm,
that's really smart.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the dread starts on Sunday. Wait, I gotta let's zoom in on that then. Why Sunday?
Because you gotta go back to work tomorrow.
I feel that. I feel that. So does your personality, do you find yourself shifting in your mood and your personality? Can you like see it or do you feel it in your own self where it's just like this dread that comes over you? Do you notice it in yourself?
I do. I can feel it. Yes, I can feel the dread. I don't think it changes my personality, but I'm very aware of it.
Mm,
Like it's stressful. And
wow.
yeah.
Wow. That's big. That's big. Have you ever noticed that in anybody significant to you? Like maybe a significant other or your parents or your
Mhm.
children?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's dope. That's dope. No, I appreciate that. I'm asking these questions because, you know, misery loves company in a sense. And what I mean by
Mhm.
that is oftentimes when a person is miserable or not happy, you can sense it. Someone else can sense it because oftentimes it sheds or bleeds out into other areas of your life, you know? So thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that and being transparent and honest in that. Okay.
Um, I think like for me, like right
Mhm.
now, I dread Mondays. I like Mondays.
Yeah.
And I mean, like right now, I am also kind of working on my own schedule. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in school. I'm doing different things that I enjoy, and I got my side hustles or whatever that I do.
Yes.
So, so right now I'm kind of in control of my schedule,
Yeah.
so that it's helpful. Um, I will say that, even when I was in a job that I enjoyed because I love kids, and
Mm.
there were still times where you dreaded Mondays in a sense because it wasn't really about like I didn't want to go to work. It was more like I didn't want to have to deal with some of the bureaucracy that was there at work.
Yeah. Yep.
And so like, or even like I mean I worked with kids, so like some of the parents were sometimes difficult. So
Oh
like
my goodness.
you're
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, like, oh, I have to see them today.
Messed
Uh,
up.
no, the kids are great. Like, I mean, sometimes some of the kids were also like, some of them would bite you or bite the others.
Oh my goodness.
So you're like, oh man, okay, gotta be prepared for that. But also it was fun. Like I loved the kids, like so I had fun with them. Like I still had fun with it. But there was a sense of like sometimes when you get those days off are really nice. Like having the weekends.
Yeah.
One of the reasons that people look forward to like Fridays is because typically they have the weekend off. Not everybody, but like
Yeah.
if you have one of those jobs where you get Saturday, Sunday off,
Yeah.
it is something you look forward to because you're like, I'm gonna have this break. Even
Yeah.
if you like what you're doing, it's still nice to have like time off, time for yourself to even do like more things that you enjoy, like something that like doesn't involve work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's like kind of the mentality that can be there. But I think it's important to try to find a way to like enjoy each day
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
Even if like, like you can be like, oh, it's Monday, but then like find something good in that day. Like what was something like positive that happened? What's something
Yeah.
happy that happened? Like
Hmm.
it's the same thing I feel like with seasons, you know? Like you got to find the good in each season.
Yeah.
Because
That's good. That's good. Would you both say that you were raised with passion being like a priority in what you did as a living and what like in college? Yeah, were you both ever like supported or, taught to chase passion instead of just a living, just a check, yeah, was that ever emphasized? You said no?
no. No.
Wow. Never. Like you never like from your parents or your loved ones or people who raised you were never ever just told, hey, follow your passion. You could even make a living out of it. Like you could possibly make a living out of it. Like never.
No, it was mostly like you should try to find I mean, I guess like for my parents, it wasn't about necessarily finding money, but it was like there were certain careers that they were like, this will get you further, I guess, in life. Um, they were never really about the money, but you did hear
Mm,
like, especially from other people, like other important people. Like my parents were never about the money.
mm,
They're kind of practical, but they did also let us like choose what we wanted.
mm.
So, but they didn't like emphasize, I don't think they ever emphasized passion.
Passion. Yeah.
But like a lot of people, like especially like even my guidance counselor and stuff at school,
Yeah.
it was always just about like, go into a field that makes money. Like,
Yeah.
why are you deciding to do this? Because like, especially like people that would go into the arts and stuff, like they're like, that will never make you money. You're never gonna be famous, all this stuff. There's a lot of negativity.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, and that's, you know, because you both just showed me pieces of art, right? Like just look at what you're doing, Kara, or E with the shoes, right? Like, you know, those are amazing talents. It's like, that's something that many people have done, do. And a lot of people make a living from those things.
Mhm.
Um, but I think a lot of times, or oftentimes, those things are looked down upon because no one ever even encourages you to chase those things. Like it's not even a possibility for most people because it's always been taught that it's never a possibility. You
Sure.
know, it's like, why go for that? But E, you go ahead. I know you were going to respond to
Oh,
when it.
no. My answer's no, that wasn't. I've been on my own since I was very young, so that's not
Yeah,
really, yeah, that doesn't really apply for me. Sorry.
no, no, no. I get it. I get it. So even in you being on your own, from a very young age, that was for you, you feel like, do you feel like because of that, it wasn't even an option?
No, it was survival. I mean,
Survival.
mhm,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was really the only focus.
Wow. 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 Would you both say that how you make your money is just as important as making money to you? Would you both agree with that scenario or that saying?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Yes,
Why do you agree?
I do agree. Yes.
Hmm.
Sorry.
No, no, you're good. Why? Why do you agree?
I mean, you want to feel good about what you're doing, even if it's not
Mm,
necessarily like your dream in the moment. You still want to feel like you're making an impact in some way. I think, at least I do, even even if it's not my dream job currently. I love my team, the people I work with. That's why I go back every day. And Kara mentioned like bureaucracy before, so that's a challenge, but I can still see like the purpose in the work that I'm doing and what the goal is. So that's helpful for me still every day. Sorry.
wow, wow, wow. Let me ask you this then, as a parent, um, and I'll ask this question in a different way for UK. But as a parent, how often do you now push that for your children, or did you, or was it also not passion because you didn't really have that upbringing?
No, it was passion. I wanted them to like have
Wow.
everything and like different than what I had. So yeah, it's about passion. Um, and I think they're both really pursuing things that they're passionate about. I do have one child that is very motivated by money, but she still is passionate about what she's doing, and yeah, so that's good. Great.
Wow. So wait, you said, I'm sorry, I was kind of transitioning to
That's
my
okay.
car, but you said that it has been passion.
Yeah,
Even now,
it
you
has
still have,
been. Yeah,
wow.
and it still is. They're adults, so they're both
Yeah.
doing things that they're passionate about, and
Yeah.
that was encouraged when they were growing up. But I said my older daughter is also very motivated by money, so she's figured out how to do both,
Mm,
combine both. So that's good.
how to combine both. Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. That's awesome. Okay. And Kay, what about you? Like when you do have children, I know we have to go, but when you do have children, how important will passion be in your upbringing? Do you think that'll be as important at all, or do you think you probably will stress money a bit more
I
because you
think
saw that? Hmm.
I think for me it's like I think that money is a necessity of life, so you
Yeah.
do have to like figure out ways to make it. But I
Yeah.
think like, there's also like life is short, so you should enjoy what you're doing. So I'm definitely going to encourage them
Mm, yeah.
um things that they enjoy, find ways to make money from it if they want to. Um
Yeah.
Not everything that you enjoy has to be something that you make money from either. Like,
Mm,
I
yeah.
think that that's something too, is like, sometimes, I mean, I know you've asked me before,
Yep.
and some other people, like with like cooking, I love to cook and stuff, I love to bake. And I know you asked me if I would like
Ever do it for money? Hmm.
money. And I'm not saying that if somebody really wanted to pay me, I'm not gonna stop them from giving me money. But I also like that's not like why I do it is not for
Yeah.
money. So
Yeah.
why I do it is because I enjoy it. So I think like understanding that too, like that you can just do things that you enjoy and there doesn't have to be any money involved. Um,
Wow.
but but also, I hope that you find like something that you do enjoy. And if you
Yeah.
don't like it, like don't necessarily just stay there because of the money. Like seek
Yeah.
something else as well. Like it's okay to do that. Um yeah.
That's good. That's good. Are you both willing to sacrifice money for your happiness? Let me ask you that. Like, and how important do you both think that is? For someone who is in corporate or who does work a 9 to 5 or who is working a job and today's Friday and they're miserable, but on Fridays they're like, man, they're so happy to be away from their job. Would you both, you know, encourage that person to sacrifice? Still they're still able to live, just maybe not to the means to which they wanted to or were living, but their happiness would be so much better if they hack their earnings 20,000 a year. They're making perhaps 80,000. They go down to 60,000. Would you both recommend that for somebody on this Friday who's unhappy?
Um, I think if money is your motivation, you may not find happiness by leaving it necessarily. Um, you might have to change your motivation. If happiness is what you are motivated by, or like if that's what you're looking for,
Yeah,
then you'll find it by leaving that. But if you really are like strictly money motivated,
yeah,
you might not even find happy. Like it might make you more miserable to leave that. I don't know. Like I'm not personally motivated by money, so
yeah,
me like leaving like the money to find something that makes me more happy, like that actually like does bring me joy, you
yeah.
know? Um, so I don't know if I could speak for someone like that. Um, but I don't personally like money can't buy you happiness. Money does buy you things,
Mm,
but you got to find out like what is like a motivation for your joy. And then
wow,
yeah,
wow.
It's
I
good.
hope that
Well, jump in here, E. What about you? They leave that 80,000 for that 60,000?
I would love that for them if they know, what
Wow,
they want. Yeah, that'd be
mm,
good.
wow. Okay, so you would say go all in. Yeah, like,
Yeah,
hey,
of course.
I,
If you can identify what that is and you have an
yeah,
opportunity to do that, yes, absolutely.
wow, wow. If you can
Without a
identify,
second thought. Mhm.
that's awesome. I think that's a really important thing to keep in mind. If you can identify, and that kind of also leads to self-reflection, right? Like self-awareness. I'm sorry, self-awareness, knowing oneself. I think that's a part of happiness. Would you all agree?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
100%.
Would you both say that you know yourselves well enough in terms of what makes you happy?
Working on it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, I think it's still a work in progress. I think I've gotten better at it, but I think like
Nice.
there's always
Hmm.
things to learn, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Are you both or have you both been shocked by what you have learned thus far? I'm sorry, I'm going a little over. I'm itching.
Um, have I been shocked? I don't know. I don't think I've
Hmm.
necessarily shocked myself
Mm.
about like
Okay.
what makes me happy. It's like I think I ultimately I think I know what makes me happy. It's just like
Yeah.
taking it out and then like experiencing it. I think in some cases maybe I don't know if shocked is the right word, but I guess maybe in some cases I've like maybe surprised myself or just like, just gotten out of some of the comfort zones or whatever to
Yep.
allow myself
Hmm.
to have that freedom and happiness, you know?
Yeah. Wow.
It's good.
That's
I
good.
have not shocked myself, but I like the things that I know that I'm passionate about and that I really love and enjoy doing
Yeah.
aren't really things that I want to turn into my career because
Yeah.
I want to keep those specific things that I've already identified separate so I continue to enjoy them. So I'm trying to figure out how I can
Mm.
find something I love that I also want to make money at.
Make money with. Yeah.
I get,
Gotcha. 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 Okay.
I get that.
That's good. This is really good. Again, I just bring up this topic because I think Friday is the perfect time to bring it up. Again, everyone's going out. People are they just got paid. and I read a book. I'm not sure if y'all ever heard of this book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, but essentially that book had the idea that a lot of people are in a rat race, and that rat race is essentially driven by greed and fear, right? There's yeah, greed and fear. Greed being like on Fridays they get the check and then they go out and splurge, right? So then they never end up saving up the money to finally try to get out that rat race or that trap because on Fridays they're spending their money on things that they think will satisfy them, only to then circle back around on Monday. And then there's like, man, I don't have a lot of money because they just spend their money on things that they thought would make them happy, when in fact, you know, it kind of you're kind of sabotaging yourself because you're never really focusing on the true purpose of trying to escape, which is your own happiness. Like trying to figure that out instead of trying to spin and find that through things. So that
Yeah.
was kind of I hope y'all can see like the angle I was trying to get there, but I think y'all definitely answered it. I definitely answered it. It was definitely spot on in terms of what y'all even like responded with. And hopefully it's some motivation to, not just us, but whoever listens to it, because I'm big on passion. I'm big on it. And happiness. A lot of people aren't happy.
That's true.
Amen. Like a sermon on a Friday. No, but but I love that. I love that. Any other like last questions or last comments, motivations that y'all could give someone who, again, they're going out tonight to drink away their pain just to turn around on Monday and hate it. Any last thoughts or motivation?
Sorry, no.
It's all good. It's all good.
Just I mean, enjoy your weekends if you enjoy your weekends, but don't use them, I guess, to drown out like don't use them to drown out your sorrows from work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like drowning them out, it doesn't actually help. That doesn't actually help you because you're not actually dealing with the issue.
Yeah.
Like try to drown it out. Like enjoy your time off, enjoy those things and do things that you enjoy. Like there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
Yeah.
But also deal with the things that are causing you to be
Yeah.
unhappy in some way.
That's good. That's good. Deal with it, essentially, is what you're saying.
Yeah, deal with it.
Deal with it. Yeah. That's good. That's really
However
good.
it looks like. I mean, however that looks.
Yeah. 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 However that looks like. Yeah.
Good.
That's good. I appreciate you ladies. That was awesome. That was awesome. Thank y'all again. I know we were a little late with starting the call, but again, yeah, I'm not even gonna beat myself up on that one, nor would I excuse myself. That was some good sleep. All right. So
No,
I
I
am
need
sorry.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, like I had gotten some news today. I was telling Kay that, and I think it probably played a part on that sleep. So that probably was kind of something that kind of had me a little like deep in my sleep, perhaps. But it's all good, This call was exactly what I needed to wake me up. I appreciate y'all.
Have a good weekend.
Y'all too. And make sure y'all throw some motivation in the group. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what y'all got from even this call or just in general, other things that y'all may just need clarity on. If y'all need anything, any clarity on our own experiences, please mention them and just let us know.
Will do.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Love y'all.
Bye,
Until
guys.
next time. Peace.
Bye.
Adios.